Gwyn sighed and pulled on his boots. His grandmother had delayed him, but she had remembered his birthday. His father did not wish to remember. There was no rest on a Saturday for Gwyn, no time for football matches, no bicycle to ride down to the town. He was the only help his father had on the farm, and weekends were days for catching up where all the work he had missed during the week. He tried not to think of Bethan, his sister, as he scattered the corn to the hens and searched for eggs in the barn, but when he went to examine the gate, he could not forget. Beyond the vivid autumn daisies, there were a cluster of white flowers nestling beneath the stone wall. Bethan had brought them up from the wood and planted them there, safe against the wind that tore across the mountain. Perhaps even then she had known that one day she would be gone, and wanted to leave something for them to remember her by. "Gwyn, I've got something for you." His mother was leaning out of the kitchen window. "I've got to do the gate, Dad says." "Oh, do it later. It's your birthday, Gwyn. Come and see what I've got for you." Gwyn dropped his tools and ran inside. "I've only just wrapped it," his mother apologized. "Did Nine bring you anything?" "Yes, I thought everyone else had forgotten." "Of course not. I was so busy last night I couldn't find the paper. Here you are." His mother held out something very small, wrapped in shiny green paper. Gwyn took the present, noticing the paper had gold stars on it. "I chose the paper specially," Mrs. Griffiths smiled anxiously. "Wow!" Gwyn had torn off the paper and revealed a black watch in a transparent plastic box. Replacing the numbers, tiny silver moons encircled the dark face of the watch, and as Gwyn moved, the hands sparkled like shooting stars. "Oh, thanks, Ma'am!" Gwyn clasped the box to his chest and flung his free arm around his mother's neck. "It's from us both, Gwyn, your dad and me." "Yes, Ma'am," Gwyn said, though he knew his mother had not spoken the truth. His father did not give him gifts. "I knew you'd like it, always looking at the stars you are, you funny boy. Take care of it now." "Course I will." "It's more the sort of present for a magician. Nine gave me such strange things." His mother drew away from him. "What things? What do you mean, a magician? Has Nine been spouting nonsense again? Come and see." Gwyn led his mother up to the attic and opened his drawer. "There." He pointed to Nine's gifts. Mrs. Griffiths frowned at the 5 objects laid in a row on Gwyn's white school shirt. Whatever is she up to now? I wish she wouldn't. She picked up the broken horse and turned it over in her hands. "It has no ears, Ma'am," Gwyn remarked, "and no tail. Why did she give me a broken horse?" Goodness knows. His mother held the horse closer and peered at the tiny label tied around its neck. "It's in Welsh," she said, "but it's not your grandmother's writing. It's so faint. Dim hon. I think that's what it says. Not this." "What does it mean, Ma'am, not this? Why did she give it to me, if I'm not to use it?" His mother shook her head. "I never know why Nine does things. She said it was time to see if I was a magician, like my ancestors." "Oh, don't pay too much attention to your grandmother," Mrs. Griffiths said wearily. "She gets old and she dreams." "Her hair is black," Gwyn reminded her. "Her hair is black, but her eyes don't see things the way they used to." Ma'am picked up the yellow scarf. "This too? Did Nine bring this?" "Yes, it's Bethan's, isn't it?" His mother frowned. It disappeared with her. She must have been wearing it the night she went. But the police found nothing next morning, nothing at all. How strange. If Nine found it, why didn't she say? She held the scarf close to her face. "You can smell the flowers," said Gwyn. "Do you remember? She used to dry the roses and put them in her clothes."